You have memories that never happened, not dreams, not confusion, actual memories, clear ones, ones you would stake your life on being completely true. And right now, your brain has absolutely no idea. Somewhere in your mind, there are conversations that went differently, events that unfolded in ways you have completely misremembered, childhood moments that feel vivid and certain, that may never have occurred at all. This is not a mental illness. This is not a rare condition. This is the standard operating system of every human brain that has ever existed, including yours. Here is the first thing you need to understand. Your brain is not a recording device. It never was. Every single time you access a memory, you are not pressing play. You are pressing rebuild. Memory is not storage. Memory is construction. Your brain takes fragments, images, emotions, sounds, context, and assembles them into something that feels complete, something that feels real, something that feels like the truth. But the assembly process is imperfect, and it is vulnerable to suggestion, to emotion, to the passage of time, to every conversation you have had about that memory since. In 1974, psychologist Elizabeth Loftus proved this in one of the most disturbing experiments in the history of science. She showed people footage of a car accident. Then she asked them a question. Half were asked how fast the cars were going when they hit each other. The other half were asked how fast they were going when they smashed into each other. One word, that is all that changed. The people who heard smashed remembered the crash as more violent, more dramatic. And when asked later, they remembered broken glass scattered across the road. There was no broken glass. It was never in the footage. A single word had manufactured a physical detail that did not exist. Loftus then went further. In later studies, she planted entirely false childhood memories. People became convinced they had been lost in a shopping mall as children, that they had shaken hands with Mickey Mouse, that they had witnessed events that never happened. Not because they were gullible, not because they were lying, because this is exactly how memory works. Here is the science. Every memory you have is not stored in one place. It exists as a pattern spread across thousands of neurons. When you remember something, your brain reconstructs that pattern, pulls the pieces together, fills in anything missing with its best guess. And every time you do this, the memory shifts slightly. New emotions color old details. Recent experiences reshape older ones. The reconstruction is never quite the same as the last one. Scientists call this reconsolidation. Every single time you remember something, you are rewriting it. The memory you hold of an event 10 years ago has been quietly edited every time you visited it. You did not notice. Nobody does. And here is what makes this even more unsettling. The more emotionally charged a memory is, the more your brain interferes with it. Fear, love, grief, shame. These emotions do not preserve memories more accurately. They distort them more powerfully. The moments that matter most to you are often the ones your brain has edited most heavily. The clearest memories you carry may be the furthest from what actually happened. Now think about eyewitness testimony. In courtrooms around the world, it is treated as some of the most powerful evidence possible. Someone was there. They saw it. They remember it clearly. And yet, eyewitness misidentification is the single leading cause of wrongful convictions. People imprisoned for decades, lives destroyed, based entirely on memories that felt absolutely certain to people who had every reason to be believed. Confidence in a memory tells you nothing about whether that memory is accurate. Nothing. This means something profound for your own life. Every argument you have had about who said what was probably two people defending two different edited versions of the same moment, both certain, both wrong in different ways. Every story you have told about yourself has been shaped by retelling, polished by repetition, made slightly more dramatic, slightly more coherent, slightly more you with every version. You are not remembering your life. You are narrating it, and your brain is not doing this to deceive you. It is doing this to protect you. Memory exists not to record the past perfectly, but to help you navigate the future. It prioritizes meaning over accuracy, story over fact, coherence over truth. Your memory is the most sophisticated storyteller in existence. The question is not whether your memories are real. To you, they always will be. The question is whether the story your brain has been telling you is the one that actually happened. And sitting with that question honestly is one of the bravest things a human being can do.
That is the question we started with, and there is still more to it. If you like this, subscribe. Why Humans keeps exploring what makes us human.